Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see one of the top teams in this conference taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Missouri's offense will go to work first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Manning. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Got his man downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks. And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll send out the kicker here. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
To throw, it's Russell. The quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Complete on the comeback. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Russell. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And we're even here in the first. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Cradles it at the 35. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give is to Miller. Turning on the Jets. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Here comes the heat. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from inside out. Nice job by the defense getting to the quarterback and making the play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bama! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied secondary, make that big play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Hardy. At the 35, he's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Lets it fly. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Missouri! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Looking for the time with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Russell. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks, it's Bernard. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold on.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line. grab behind the line. It's Terry. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal. The Tigers line it up with a 1st and goal. Let's go. Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tiger. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Under fire. With the catch, it's Horton. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
This time he's got it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Miller with the ball. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his tight end. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold on.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 2nd down coming up. Caught in the backfield. It's Terry. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hunt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time.
Unloads it downfield. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Momentum is such a real thing in college football. And scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking for a gap. It's Hardy. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia.
The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Handoff from the gun. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard... pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. snagged in the middle. It's Manning. And he's wrestled to the ground. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Lewis. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Off play action. Looking left. It's complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's the handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Finds a spot in the middle. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. Is now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Alabama.
They weren't able to move them an inch on second down. Now it's 3rd and goal. Pushes ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Back to pass, it's Russell. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
24, Missouri, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. The short hands. It's Manning. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes that Alabama offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He uncorks one deep. He's got it inside the 30. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Auburn is behind significantly on that scoreboard. This has been a gong show since old War Eagle took flight today. They're trailing by 15 to Georgia. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Ready to fire from the pistol. The lone back's got it. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Terry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Wiggles free. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
What a big stop for this defense. In the second half, around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
it's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Terry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Offense working from the pistol. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
They give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.